So you need to get your business online, and you hear that shared hosting is the best place to start. It's cheap, it's easy to set up a website on a shared hosting platform, and they all promise you amazing things like super fast speed, great performance, security, great support, and great prices. But the truth is, they're all lying to you. A shared hosting platform can't offer you all of those things. Usually, when you're trying to host your website, you need to look out for three things: the price, the performance, and the support. And the truth is, you can only pick two out of three. You can't get all three. So if you get good price and a great performance, you typically have an AI bot responding to you anytime you reach out to support. If you get something that offers you a great performance and great human support, it might be very expensive. And if you get something that offers you a great support and is cheap, the performance might be in question. The goal is to find a sweet spot that you don't regret. And in this video, I'll be showing you how to do that. First, let's start with the shared hosting platforms to avoid. And we're going to talk about the Endurance International Group, EIG. They are a very massive corporation that owns lots of hosting platforms, and you generally want to avoid them. So if you heard of Rackspace, GoDaddy, Bluehost, they're owned by these guys. And these guys are known for bad support, poor support. They are known for aggressive upselling, known for crazy discounts, known for fake reviews and paid reviews. And personally, I've experienced like bad supports from one of their platforms. So let's take a look at some of the businesses they own. Stated here: Bluehost, domain.com, web.com, fast domain, Homestead, HostGator, iPage, Logic Boxes, Reseller Club, Typepad, Crazy Domains, Vordian, Mac Monitor, and Used SEO. Yeah, so I'm not trying to badmouth the business or anything, but this is what they are known for generally if you search them on the internet. So this is the name of their new company. So they rebranded as Newfold Digital, and these are some of their brands. I use some ETH plugins and they are great, but I don't think I'll personally recommend any of these hosting platforms. So terrible support, not so good performance. You should stay away from them generally. If you want to use them, that's good for you. Go ahead and use them, but in my personal opinion, stay away from anything EIG or Newfold Digital. Yeah, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go into the first thing you need to look out for when choosing hosting. So the first thing is performance. So you need to look out for the server hardware, and I'm talking the type of hard drive, the type of RAM, the server software, and the resources. So you typically want to go for hostings that states the amount of storage they are offering you. So if you take a look at EthernetServers here, they state that they are offering you 20 gig NVMe storage, 50 gig NVMe for this plan. But some hosting providers won't state that. They'll just tell you they are offering you unmetered SSD. I do not like this phrase here. So if I'm trying to choose a shared hosting for Namecheap, I'd rather go for this that is stated than go for any of this. So a lot of them also state what they offer. Spaceship is a Namecheap subsidiary, and they state that clearly. Let's check out Green Geeks. They state that clearly. SiteGround is another popular one, and they state that clearly. So you want to stay away from unlimited storage, unmetered SSD, phrases like that. Run away from that. They should state the particular hardware and the amount of resource they are giving you. That's always a good sign. So for performance, another thing you need to take a look at is the server software. And for shared hosting, you typically be using WordPress, and a good one for WordPress is the LiteSpeed web server. So it's a server that supports LiteSpeed, and that will make your websites perform better. So that's another thing you want to look out for. Green Geek states here, and let's take a look at some other platforms. And if you take a look at Host with Love, they state a lot more. They state the CPU, the amount of memory, the disk IO. And if you go into the detailed tech specs, you see more of those things there, and that can help you make a better decision. So make sure you check for disk size, check for bandwidth, check for the server resources, that's the CPU, the memory, and check for the server type. So that's very important. Another thing that is important is the disk IO, that's the input and output. And this is how fast the site can read and write data from the server. So you want to have this information and you want to choose a good speed. So the last thing you want to look out for regarding performance is the uptime guarantee, and just make sure you can find a platform that offers you 99% uptime guarantee or something similar. So this one says 99.9% uptime guarantee, and this is great. So this can help you in holding them to their word, and you can always reach out, oh, why is my website down? You offer 99% guarantee and this is not right. So that's another thing to look out for. So always remember server hardware, look out for the actual hard drive space, look out for the RAM, the CPU, the disk IO, the amount of time it takes to read and write from the server, and look out for uptime guarantee. So these are things you want to be looking out for in a good shared hosting provider. Let's go into the next thing, which is support and management. So this one is very, very important. You want to be looking out for hosting that claims to give you human support. You do not want a bot answering you. Namecheap has a pretty decent support, like 90% of the time I get what I want with them. EthernetServers have a great support. I always have a human being answering me, and I always have answers to my questions 99% of the time. I think this is the shared hosting provider I've had the best support with. I don't have anybody telling me to wait, or some poll that I need to fill, some questionnaire that I need to fill before I start. I can ask my main question. I can just ask from the chat or the dashboard and I get answers. So you need to choose a platform that gives you human support or claims to give you human support. And most of these ones I have listed here: EthernetServers, Namecheap, Spaceship, Green Geeks, SiteGround, Host with Love. They have decent support. These are the ones I've used, and they are the ones I can recommend to you. If you have one you are using that has great support, let me know in the comments below. And all you can do is just, before you purchase, just test out their support, test out their sales team, ask lots of questions, and if they answer you in a good technical manner and they are not trying to upsell you or anything, you know you're with the right people. So let's go into the last thing you want to be looking out for. That's the features these hosting providers provide. So with shared hosting, typically you want to go with something that has cPanel, and most of the shared hosting platforms come with cPanel. So another thing I look out for is free SSL. If they are not offering you free SSL, then don't go with them. SSL certificates should be easy and very accessible to everybody. So if any hosting provider is trying to sell you SSL, or they say something like, oh, we are going to give you free SSL for 1 year and the following year you pay for it, don't go with them. Just go with someone that offers free SSL. Another thing I like to look out for is daily backups. So backups are very important, and automatic backups are very, very important. So you want to go with a provider that offers daily backups. On EthernetServers, for example, they offer daily backups on all their plans. For Namecheap only offers daily backups on the Stellar Plus plan. So you need to look at all the hosting providers. Spaceship offers automated daily backups with an add-on. I do not like that. It's something you might like if you don't want to pay for backups and you have another way you back up, that's fine. But I always want to have that option of automatic daily backups, and I can always find a way to do offsite backups by myself. Yeah, that's that. And the last thing is security. So just take a look at things they offer security-wise. For example, EthernetServers provide malware protection, cloud Linux isolation, and that is good for me. Take a look at the Namecheap website. They only provide the Immunify 360 security for the Stellar Business Plan, and EthernetServers provide it for all their plans. If you are going with Namecheap, you might want to just choose the Stellar Business Plan. If you need good security, you might not want to go with these two plans. In terms of features, look at the SSL, look at the backups, cPanel, of course, and the security features they offer. So those are the three categories you need to check when you are trying to decide which hosting platform you want to go with. So check the performance, the resources they offer, hard drive, RAM, CPU, read and write. Check the support. Is it a human being you are chatting with, or is it a robot? Then check the features, cPanel, free SSL, automated backups, and the security services they offer. Let's talk about a few other red flags you might want to avoid. So if you see something like, to add all these features we've talked about, it requires an add-on or domain privacy, you pay for that, you pay an extra $10. Also backup, you pay an extra $10. Security, you pay an extra this. So you want to avoid companies that have too many add-ons. I like clear pricing, and with something as simple as shared hosting, you should have a pricing that is very clear. Another thing you want to avoid is aggressive upselling. So you've not even added anything to the cart and they're already asking you to add all these things to the cart. Avoid upselling. Shared hosting should be simple and straightforward. Watch out for paid or fake reviews. Always check Trustpilot. Check them out on forums like Reddit. Take a look at what people say about this platform you're trying to go for, and make your own decision based on other people's experiences. That's one good way to make your decision. So I've listed out a few companies I've used here: EthernetServers, Namecheap, Spaceship, GreenGeeks, SiteGround, and Host with Love. So let's talk about these companies here. So I've used Namecheap for a long time. They are great. I used their Stellar Plus for a long time. The automated backup was great, but I had problems with some of the servers they put me on, and the shared hosting was pretty messed up. They have a subsidiary called Spaceship. I know a lot of people that have used this. I've not used this personally, and I've heard good things about this, so it's something you might want to consider. GreenGeeks, I used them twice and they were good. I had no complaints about them. SiteGround is very popular. I have one site on SiteGround at the moment, and it's a very popular one. They are great as well. No complaints so far. And the last one, Host with Love, I've not used this personally, but I've heard great things about them. The people I know using them don't have any complaints. And I'm currently using EthernetServers, and I think this is the sweet spot. This is the gold I have found in shared hosting. I've never had any problems since I started using this. It's very affordable, just $30 annually for the silver plan. I use the silver plan for most of the sites I host, and this comes with 20 gig daily backups, free SSL, and you have all these things available to you. Their shared hosting is managed very well, and I've not had any issues with my site being slowed due to traffic from another site in the same server. I think this is the sweet spot I've found, and this is the one I'll be recommending for any of you that is watching this video today. This is 2025, and I believe this is the best shared hosting platform you can use to get your business online fast and get your websites up quick. So if you want to check out EthernetServers, I have an affiliate link in the description and the comments below, so you can check them out with that. You can check out any of the other companies I've listed here. They are great as well, but I personally use EthernetServers, and this is the sweet spot. So that'll be all for this video. I hope I've been able to help you in deciding how to choose a shared hosting platform, and I hope you stay away from platforms you are meant to stay away from. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new from this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and share this video if you found it helpful. I'll see you in another video. Bye.